I'm Pace Taylor and I am a non-binary and autistic figurative artist working with soft pastel and pencil on paper. Today I'm going to walk you through my process for a drawing from start to almost finish. The tools. Pencils. I like Stiegler. Many a cheap eraser. Soft pastels of varying price points and firmness. Quick note. Soft pastels differ from oil pastels in how the pigment is bound. Oil pastels, as stated in the name, are bound with oil and wax, while soft pastels are bound with gum or chalk, which allows them to be mixed with other mediums. High-quality pastels will have a higher concentration of pigment so the colors can be extremely vibrant, while student-grade and other inexpensive pastels tend to be a bit more muted and firmer. And hot-press watercolor paper. The inspiration. I often work from old photographs that I've thrifted, found in digital archives, or photos of myself in funny poses, and I tend to gravitate to people that look a bit out of place. I start with a light sketch on my paper, and at this point I have a vague idea of what colors I'd like to use, but I usually choose colors pretty intuitively as I work, so I give myself the freedom to shift if something doesn't feel right. If you're new to soft pastel, I'd recommend starting with a limited palette so you're not too overwhelmed by the options and then expand from there. I think this goes for most mediums. Get comfortable with limitation and I think you'll find yourself innovating within those boundaries. And don't be too afraid to try a color out, because as I've discovered for myself, you can always erase it, and those accidents often led to interesting outcomes, or at least a better understanding of your medium. It doesn't have to be a mistake, but a moment of repair. For some colors, I know that I want another color showing through from underneath, so right now I'm essentially creating an underpainting by erasing the pastel I just applied but leaving some pigment to interact with the color I'm adding on top. I'm not leaving enough pigment to muddy or blend with the overlay color, just provide some depth. Here, I've decided that the color I tried out wasn't working for me, so I'm trying something else. Once you feel like you're settled with your color base, you can start playing with pencil on top. Drawing, smudging, thinking, drawing. Erasing, drawing. Quick tip. I use a little scrap piece of paper to keep the pastel from smudging when I'm drawing on top of it. I start by adding texture with the side of the pencil to build shadows, and then once I've developed it enough I switch to the pencil tip and start a form of hatching, which I'll show you a close-up of here on another drawing, and then it's just tightening and tidying the drawing. And there you have it, an almost finished drawing that I then decided I didn't like and cut up. Oops. Thank you.